Have you ever wondered if it is truly possible to understand what someone else is thinking? What if I told you there are ways to glimpse into another person's mind, not through supernatural powers, but by observing their subtle cues and behaviors? Today, we'll uncover the secrets of reading minds, not as a trick, but as a skill that can deepen your empathy and understanding of others. This skill is rooted in ancient wisdom, practical observation, and a timeless Buddhist story that offers profound lessons. Once upon a time, in a small and peaceful village, there lived two brothers. The elder brother was blind, while the younger brother worked tirelessly as a farmer. Despite their hardships, they supported each other with love and mutual respect. However, the younger brother faced a persistent problem. Animals would constantly invade the fields and destroy their crops. He thought long and hard about a solution until one day he had an idea. He approached his blind brother and said, "Brother, I need your help. Since you cannot see, you can sit in the fields and listen for the sounds of the animals. If you hear anything unusual, you can shout to scare them away." The blind brother agreed, and from that day forward he sat in the field, listening intently for the slightest rustle or movement. Whenever he heard an animal approaching, he would shout, and the animals would flee. Their teamwork was effective, and for a time, their fields flourished. One day, a curious event unfolded. A deer ran through the field, breaking the fence in its haste. Shortly after, a king arrived in pursuit of the deer. When the king saw the blind man, he asked, "Have you seen a deer pass by?" The blind brother calmly replied, "Your Majesty, I have not seen the deer, but I can tell you that it is not worth chasing." The king was taken aback. "How can you, a blind man, know this?" he asked. The blind brother explained, "The deer you are chasing is a pregnant doe. A wise king like yourself should not waste his time pursuing her." Curious and skeptical, the king ordered his men to catch the deer and confirm the blind man's claim. When they returned, they reported that the deer was indeed pregnant. Amazed by the blind man's insight, the king couldn't resist asking, "How did you know?" The blind brother smiled and said, "Your Majesty, I cannot see, but I perceive through other means." The sound of her steps was uneven, her breathing was labored, and she moved with a careful urgency that only a mother-to-be would display. The mind has its language, and it can be read through actions. The king, impressed by this wisdom, asked the blind man several more questions, some personal, some profound. Each time, the blind brother's answers were strikingly accurate. His final advice to the king was simple yet profound. To truly understand others, first calm your own mind. Only when your mind is in the present can you observe the subtle cues of another. The 3 keys to reading minds. This story isn't merely a tale of cleverness. It is a profound lesson in mindfulness, perception, and the art of truly understanding others. The blind brother's wisdom demonstrates that the journey to understanding begins not with words or assumptions, but with quiet observation and focused awareness. His insights teach us that the mind communicates in subtle, silent ways that can only be grasped when we are fully present and attentive. By drawing from this story, we can uncover methods that bridge ancient wisdom with modern practice, offering timeless strategies to read the unspoken language of the mind and heart. Here are 3 transformative techniques inspired by this story to help you unlock the deeper meanings hidden in everyday interactions. 1. The eyes. Windows to the soul. The first method is to observe a person's eyes, for, as the saying goes, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Eyes reveal a wealth of information about emotions, intentions, and even hidden thoughts. By paying close attention to how someone uses their eyes, you can uncover what they might be feeling or trying to convey without words. Notice where their gaze lingers or shifts. Are their eyes darting around, avoiding direct contact? This behavior could indicate nervousness, dishonesty, or a desire to escape the conversation. Conversely, steady eye contact often signals confidence, honesty, or genuine interest. Additionally, take note of their pupils. Are they dilated? This might suggest enthusiasm or excitement. On the other hand, if their eyes appear tense or their gaze is fixed elsewhere, it may indicate preoccupation, sadness, or discomfort. Let me illustrate this with a personal encounter. I once met a man at a gathering who seemed outwardly composed, yet his eyes betrayed a different story. He frequently glanced toward the exit, his gaze fleeting and restless. Sensing his unease, I gently inquired if something was bothering him. This simple act of acknowledging his discomfort allowed him to open up about a pressing personal matter that had been weighing on him. By noticing his eye movements and responding with empathy, I was able to provide the support he needed in that moment. The eyes, with their silent yet profound language, can offer remarkable insights into a person's inner world. They can express vulnerability, curiosity, or connection, often more authentically than words ever could. To truly understand someone, learning to read the language of the eyes is an invaluable skill, one that allows you to connect on a deeper, more compassionate level. 2. Facial expressions, the canvas of emotions. The face is one of the most powerful tools of communication, often speaking volumes without a single word being uttered. A genuine smile, for instance, is a beacon of warmth and positivity. It lights up the eyes, lifts the cheeks, and creates an atmosphere of openness and connection. On the other hand, a furrowed brow, tight-lipped expression, or even a fleeting grimace can hint at stress, confusion, or reluctance, revealing emotions that words might attempt to conceal. It is through these subtle changes in facial expressions that we can uncover the true feelings someone may be hesitant to voice. Let's consider a common workplace scenario. A colleague who insists they are fine when asked about their well-being. Their words suggest everything is okay, but their face tells another story entirely. Perhaps their smile is forced, lacking the natural crinkle around the eyes, or their eyebrows are slightly drawn together, betraying an inner worry or preoccupation. These micro-expressions, fleeting yet telling, serve as signposts for us to engage with empathy. Recognizing these signs allows us to approach them with genuine care, whether by offering support, lending an ear, or simply being present for them in their moment of need. Moreover, facial expressions often act as windows into deeper, unspoken emotions. A quick tightening of the jaw or a momentary widening of the eyes can signal frustration, surprise, or even fear. By honing your ability to observe and interpret these cues, you can build stronger, more meaningful connections with those around you. For example, during a conversation, noticing a subtle downward tilt of the mouth corners might prompt you to ask gently, "Is something on your mind?" Such a question can open the door to a heartfelt exchange, showing the other person that their feelings are seen and valued. The art of reading faces requires patience, presence, and a willingness to truly see the other person. When we tune into these unspoken signals, we cultivate not only greater understanding, but also deeper bonds of trust and compassion. In the end, the face is not just a communicator, it is a canvas that reflects the intricate tapestry of human emotion, offering us countless opportunities to connect and care. 3. Body language, the silent storyteller. The third method involves observing gestures and body movements, the silent yet powerful storytellers of human interaction. Each movement, no matter how small, can reveal a wealth of information about a person's state of mind and emotions. For example, crossed arms often act as a barrier, signaling defensiveness or discomfort, while leaning forward indicates engagement, curiosity, and interest. Similarly, fidgeting hands may betray nervousness or impatience, while a relaxed and open posture conveys confidence, trust, and ease. Body language doesn't just reveal what words might hide, it provides a direct line to understanding someone's deeper feelings. Imagine a scenario where someone is tapping their fingers rapidly while you speak. This might suggest restlessness or a desire to conclude the conversation quickly. On the other hand, if someone tilts their head slightly and maintains steady eye contact while leaning toward you, it's a clear sign that they are invested in what you're saying. I recall a remarkable teacher who demonstrated the impact of body language during every interaction. Whenever we spoke, he leaned in slightly, his hands resting calmly on the table, and his posture exuded both attentiveness and respect. This openness made every exchange feel genuine and meaningful, fostering an atmosphere of trust. His nonverbal cues encouraged me to open up more freely, mirroring the sense of connection and authenticity he projected. These small, seemingly inconspicuous actions form the foundation of how we perceive and respond to others. A person's body movements often communicate what words cannot, creating a bridge for deeper understanding. When we learn to recognize and interpret these signals, we become more attuned to the unspoken dynamics of our relationships. Observing gestures and movements with patience and mindfulness allows us to not only connect more deeply, but also respond with greater compassion and insight. In this way, body language becomes an invaluable tool in reading the unspoken language of the heart and mind, bridging ancient wisdom with modern life. So how can we apply these techniques in our daily lives? In the frenetic pace of the modern world, mindfulness often gets lost amidst the constant hum of notifications, tight schedules, and endless distractions. We find ourselves so preoccupied with external stimuli that we fail to notice the subtle yet significant cues offered by those around us. The teachings of the Blind Brother serve as a gentle reminder to pause, slow down, and bring our awareness back to the present moment. Mindfulness, deeply rooted in Buddhist practice, is more than a state of calm. It is the art of fully inhabiting the moment with intention and clarity. When we are truly present, we unlock the ability to perceive the nuances of human interaction. A friend's fleeting glance that speaks volumes, a child's hesitant gesture revealing unspoken worries, or a colleague's forced laugh masking deeper concerns. These seemingly small moments are profound windows into the emotional landscapes of others. They invite us to connect, empathize, and respond with genuine understanding. Consider how often we overlook these opportunities to engage meaningfully because our minds are elsewhere, preoccupied with past regrets or future anxieties. By reclaiming our focus, we can attune ourselves to these subtle details, enriching our relationships and fostering deeper connections. Imagine the power of truly seeing someone, not just their words, but the unspoken truths in their expressions and actions. Such awareness transforms ordinary interactions into moments of compassion and insight, bridging the gap between us and the people we encounter daily. A personal practice for empathy. Start by cultivating mindfulness in your interactions, as it serves as the foundation for meaningful and empathetic communication. Mindfulness allows you to approach every exchange with clarity, intention, and an open heart. Here's a simple yet transformative exercise to guide your practice. 1. Pause and breathe. Before engaging in any conversation, take a moment to ground yourself. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold the breath briefly and exhale slowly through your mouth. As you do this, let go of lingering distractions and allow your mind to settle into the present moment. This simple act of centering creates the mental space needed to truly engage with others. 2. Observe without judgment. As the interaction unfolds, become an attentive observer. Pay close attention to the other person's eyes, facial expressions, and body language. Notice the subtle shifts in their tone or gestures, but refrain from jumping to conclusions or making assumptions. Instead, approach their nonverbal cues with curiosity and openness, allowing their unspoken feelings to reveal themselves naturally. 3. Respond with compassion. Let your observations guide your response, rooted in empathy and understanding. If someone appears upset, offer words of reassurance or simply be a patient listener. If they seem excited or passionate, share in their enthusiasm and acknowledge their joy. By responding to what you perceive, you demonstrate genuine care and build a deeper sense of connection. Through regular practice of these steps, you'll enhance your ability to understand others on a profound level. This mindfulness-based approach not only sharpens your ability to read unspoken emotions, but also nurtures relationships built on trust, empathy, and mutual respect. Over time, these small moments of intentional interaction can transform your connections, fostering a sense of harmony and understanding in your daily life. The lesson of the blind brother. As the story of the blind brother illustrates, understanding others is not about possessing supernatural abilities. It's about cultivating mindfulness, sharpening your senses, and being fully present in each moment. The blind brother's wisdom reminds us that the key to connecting with others lies within ourselves. Only when our minds are calm and focused can we perceive the subtle language of emotions, thoughts, and intentions that others convey through their actions and behaviors. This is the art of true understanding, a skill that grows as we nurture our inner peace and attentiveness. The king's journey of discovery underscores a universal truth. To read others' minds, you must first quiet your own. A restless or distracted mind cannot grasp the depth of another's inner world. When we learn to bring our awareness into the present, free from past regrets or future anxieties, we unlock the ability to empathize deeply and respond authentically. This practice of mindfulness not only enhances our relationships but also enriches our own sense of fulfillment and purpose. As we conclude this reflection, I encourage you to think about the moments in your own life when someone's unspoken cues revealed their true feelings. How did you respond to those silent signals? Perhaps it was the nervous tapping of a friend's fingers or the forced smile of a colleague, small gestures that spoke louder than words. Sharing these experiences can inspire others to practice mindful observation and empathy. Let's start a dialogue in the comments below. Have you ever experienced a moment where being fully present allowed you to connect with someone on a deeper level? What did you learn from it? If this story and its lessons resonated with you, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to help us grow this community of understanding, compassion, and self-discovery. May this timeless wisdom inspire you to approach every interaction with mindfulness, an open heart, and a willingness to truly see those around you. Thank you for being part of this journey of growth and connection. Until next time, keep your mind present, your heart open, and your spirit ready to embrace the richness of life's quiet moments.